How's it going, you guys? Today it's all about the booty. I'm going to show you guys a few butt moves that are really going to help lift, shape, tighten the glutes, okay? It's one of the things that you guys ask for the most. So first I'm going to start with a split squat on the chair. Now we've done these before. I just want to reiterate how well they really lift and shape the butt. You don't need to use a weight for these. In fact, everything I do today, I'm not going to use a weight, just to show you that you don't need one. You could, of course, use one if you're really, really looking to build that muscle. I like to use them because I like a big booty. Okay, so today we're going to start with the split squat. You've got one leg back, one leg forward. I'm going to start actually with this one, okay? Now, it's always really important when you're doing these that the shoulders are back, the belly is pulled in, all my weight is in this planted foot. Now I'm going to come down into a nice low split squat. I'm pushing with this glute, okay? I'm pushing, driving straight up from the heel, and it's really hitting my right glute, which is the one that's doing all the work. And I want to make sure to give it a little squeeze at the top just to really exaggerate that squeeze in the bum, okay? Everything I'm going to do, you want to do 12 to 15 of these, 3 sets. By the third set, you want to really feel that bad burn. You want to be struggling through it, okay? So 12 to 15 of those split squats using the chair. Now we're going to hit the floor here, guys, okay? So we're going to do a bridge. Now there are lots of ways that you can do a bridge. The first one I'm going to show you is just a flat bridge on the ground. Your feet are down, and you're just going to come up and squeeze. Now you might see a lot of people holding either a weight bar or dumbbells here on the waist, and that's fine. You want to make sure you hold it so it doesn't roll back and hit you in the face. Okay, up at the top, really squeeze as high as you can. This is really targeting the area between those upper hamstrings and that glute, okay? And big squeeze up, okay? You can also do this with one leg, okay? It just means that you're really isolating that side of the glute that's pushing off the ground. Again, you're pushing using the hamstrings, okay, but you're pushing up from the heel. And to add an element of difficulty, the hands can come in the air, okay, because when they're on the floor, you're pushing for using leverage with those hands. You want to opt to keep the hands in the sky in order to really use that glute to its max capacity. Now I'm going to do roll over, and we're going to come onto the tummy, okay? And we're going to cross the legs and keep the arms ahead and just lift both legs with them crossed, okay? You're almost bringing your knees together just a little bit. It's a small range of motion. Knees are only coming off the ground about 2 to 3 inches. Big squeeze. It hurts like heck. I'm not going to lie. You don't need to wait for this one, okay? Little squeeze. All right, come off the mat just a little bit and feel that burn. You can just rest your head on the mat, however it's comfortable. Okay, next one, I'm going to grab my exercise ball for this. And I'm going to put my upper body over the ball. And I'm going to balance on my hands. And I'm just going to do single leg raises, straight up and down, squeeze the glute. You can also do it with a bent leg. If you do it bent, I want you to push with a flat foot straight up to the ceiling. You're really isolating that glute. You're also hitting that low lumbar area that gives it a very nice shape, okay? 15 times each side. You can do these with ankle weights, but they do add a lot of pressure to the low back, so you definitely want to be careful, okay? Here's one more with the ball. You've seen this one before. This is a ball rollout. I'm going to put my heels right in the middle of that ball. I'm going to lift my butt off the ground, and I'm going to push out with the heels and pull all the way in. I'm going to push out and all the way in. Keep that bum up off the ground as high as you can the entire time. Keep it contracted, okay? You can also do this without the roll-in, where you just drop the bum and lift. Make sure each time you lift, you're giving it a big squeeze. Belly is always tight for all of these. Squeeze the glutes. Nice job. Now, it's not only nice to have a nice bum, but it really is a main supporter for your legs, for your back. So it really is important to have a strong one, as much as you like to have a nice high round one. All right, next thing, I'm gonna lose the ball and I'm gonna come down on my hands and knees and show you a few versions of the donkey kick. So hands and knees, we're on all fours, okay? You can do the straight-legged kick like I just showed you on the ball, or you can come up with a bent knee. I like to come up with a bent knee, big squeeze. Now, of course, if you don't come all the way down, you don't have as much time to recover. So I like to also pulse up here. Okay, pulse, pulse. You can pulse for 15, or you can bring that knee all the way into the chest. That involves the core, and then squeeze. In and squeeze. You can do it either way you want. It's up to you. Now the other one, I call the fire hydrants for an obvious reason. You're going to come out laterally. So you're going to pick that knee up and bring it back down. You want to make sure the belly button faces down the entire time for this, guys. Okay, up and down. You're hitting the outside of that glute and down. Big squeeze really gives that nice sort of dimple effect on the side of the bottom. Makes it really nice and tight, okay? And again, as you can see, I'm picking this leg up is to where it's even with my back, okay? So really pull it up and big squeeze, okay? You can make this a little bit harder by coming into a plank position. I'm going back to the one we just did. You can do it in a plank position and come up from there, okay? You're also hitting the core big time with that, all right? And my last one for the glutes is a standing one, okay? It is called a curtsy squat. It's one of my favorites. Here's how you do it. You have your planted foot facing forward, and your rear foot is gonna come into a very deep curtsy, and then you're gonna stand up. So it's that planted foot, the planted foot side that's really getting all the action with that glute, okay? Big squeeze. Now what I like to do, especially when I'm teaching, is do a very heavy set like this, okay, of 12 to 15, as heavy as I can go, and then I drop the weights, and I have my class pulse down here, pulse, pulse, pulse for 12 to 15. After 12 to 15 pulses at the bottom, we do 10 jumps. Then we really feel that burn, okay, you're wincing through those final jumps, and I'm telling you, even after just demonstrating all that for you guys, my butt's on fire. So there you have it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you like the end results with your booty, and let me know if you have questions. Thanks again for watching. Have a good one.